Are you serious? Are you serious? Get some coffee, some hot coffee. It's cold all across the country. Matter of fact, 2 degrees here in Indiana this morning. So cold, Sugar didn't even want to go outside. As soon as she stepped out, she started to raise up one paw like it's too cold. But it's not just here in Indiana. It's really Winter Storm Helena is wreaking havoc across the nation, creating some states are in a state of an emergency already. Pushing east, it's hitting with heavy snow impact, especially being felt now in Texas and Oklahoma. Also down in the deep south, Alabama and Georgia have already declared state of emergencies. And in the west, Winter Storm Helena has shut down major roadways, closed schools. This has happened in areas that are used to an influx of snow, but it was still too much for them even to handle. Parts of California, higher levels and elevations are counting the feet of snow that's falling. That's right, feet of snow. And there's still more on the way. In multiple states, there's avalanches have been triggered that were large enough to close down roads. And 2 people were even killed in the storm out west. Also in Texas, icy conditions in San Antonio, Texas this morning led city officials to close all ramps to the loops. You can't, you'll slide the ice. Matter of fact, from 1604 from U.S. Highway 281 to the loop at 1604 to U.S. Highway 281. Due to numerous accidents and crashes, the ice is being reported. It's unbearable. And Oklahoma, according to reports, accidents are popping up everywhere across Oklahoma City in the metro area due to hazardous roads of ice. At least 2 people of those accidents have reported injuries. And many school districts, including Oklahoma City and Edmond and Moore and Norman, Oklahoma, have all canceled classes today, according to KOCO. And the University of Central Oklahoma City Community College and Oklahoma State University and Oklahoma University, all these campuses, Langston University, they're all closed. And in the Panhandle area, there's unbelievable ice storms, and all non-essential state employees stay home. And in Alabama, the governor, Robert Begley, has already announced yesterday afternoon a state of emergency for today in a declaration of all counties in the state of Alabama, and among the impact of the state of emergency has already been activated. Even 300 soldiers from the Alabama National Guard have been called out to assist mission support teams and a command staff. So he's got to have more help than just the police. They can't handle it. They're bringing in 300 Alabama National Guard. And in Georgia, the Georgia governor, Nathan Deal, also has declared a state of emergency beginning at noon today. Matter of fact, Georgia's Emergency Management Agency warned that North Georgia residents prepare for the winter storm and urged people to have enough food and other supplies on hand to stay in their homes for 3 days. Do not get out. 3 days. Several school districts in the metro Atlanta area will dismiss schools early today. And the Georgia Department of Transportation began working days ahead of the storm to try to make sure they are ready when this wintry weather moves across the central part and northern part of Georgia. Matter of fact, Kentucky also getting hit hard. Montgomery County Sheriff's Department says the slick roads may have played a role in a deadly crash on US 60 just outside of Mount Sterling, Kentucky, yesterday morning, and the car appeared to have slid off the road before striking a tree. Passenger in the vehicles, identified by the Associated Press, was a 55-year-old man by the name of Daniel Noble. He died after being taken to the University of Kentucky Hospital in Lexington, Kentucky. Matter of fact, the Lexington police are reporting 8 injury from collisions and crashes, 44 non-injury crashes, and 23 motorists needing assistance sliding off roads, and 11 more traffic hazards, all since yesterday morning, and it's still getting worse. It's snowing in Louisville, Kentucky, and of course all across the South and North Carolina. It's coming towards you. This is an ugly, and parts of Mississippi are going to get ice all the way down to Jackson, Mississippi. That's where BP Earthwatch is. I'm sure he's watching what's going on. And Dr. Rosa, be careful for those of you in Arkansas are going to experience some really dreadful storms. So normally these storms that come out of the west work across, we're used to it hitting in Minnesota, North Dakota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, kind of through that area. But no, this time it swung way south, bringing absolute chaos to the southern states. Well, these are the days of chaos, 2017. And so Winter Storm Helena is just the beginning of many, many apocalyptic events, extreme weather conditions, strange. In California, it's not just the feet and feet and feet of snow that you're getting that's a problem. It will be also the deluge of torrential rains that are going to follow. And the snow is going to melt, creating massive landslides and flash flooding because your soil is so loose from the forest fires you've had and from the 5-year drought. So all of these things are going to happen. This is an apocalyptic next 2-3 days across America, and so we'll keep a close eye on all of this and praying for everybody out there, the body of Christ. We have an online church that's worldwide, and we have many of our online members are in the path of this storm. And so Pastor Begley is pleading the blood of Christ over you and your family members and your home, and believe that God is going to protect. And so we plead the blood of Christ. God bless all of you. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're living in the last days. And this is nothing. You don't want to be left behind.